Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Today we will be reviewing the movie Herself. So before we get into our opinions and thoughts and whatever, let's see what it's about. Young mother Sandra escapes her abusive husband and fights back against a broken housing system. She sets out to build her own home and in the process rebuilds her life and rediscovers herself. So Sandra is played by Clare Dunne and takes place in Ireland, if I'm not mistaken.
It seems like it. I mean, they all have accents for the most part.
Yeah. So going into this movie, I didn't know what it was about. I barely even knew the title of the movie. But I actually enjoyed it. Before the whole abusive part happened, right before it happened, he said that it's about an abusive husband. And right after that, we see the abusive husband abusing
Well, because we've seen something on her eye. So I was like,
yeah.
that, I think that's probably because it's about abusive husband. So it's probably like a mark or something.
Yeah. Just to come to find out, it's just a birthmark. And not like a bruise or whatever. I really like this because you actually get to see her whole story unfold, especially as time goes on, and you get to see the little girl's perspective. Not the older girl, but the younger girl.
Because she ended up, finding out that she witnessed it when she was outside.
Yeah, because you wonder why she doesn't want to go to her dad's house anymore when it's like, I forgot what they call it, but like a visitation basically.
Yeah.
The older girl is fine with going, even though she knows what was happening and what had happened to her mom and what her dad had done to her. Mom, not to her, but her mom. But we don't know about the little girl. Yeah. Because we don't see her in the beginning.
She just never wants to go for some reason.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to talk to him.
I thought she was like sick or whatever. And then the mom's like, I think she has like a liver infection or a kidney infection or something. Come to find out later on, we see the flashback of the mom having an episode of when she was getting beaten up, which happens a lot through the movie. We see the flashbacks. And this one particular part, we see her on the floor looking out of the door to the backyard or whatever, where this little house is, like a playhouse for the kids, and she's in there looking out of the door. And the mom, you can see it on her face, she's just like, oh no.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, she's seen, like, that was the last thing she wanted.
And that was kind of like the final straw.
Yeah.
It's like, now I'm getting out of here.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall though, I think the movie was pretty good. It's more like a life movie, not a lifetime movie, but like a life movie. It's like something that's realistic. It doesn't really take you along this crazy journey. It's literally what can happen within a short period of time in real life. And that's the part I like about it, because it's a slower movie. There's a lot of talking and a lot of trying to figure stuff out. This type of movie though, you can handle that because it needs that to survive, it needs that to thrive. Because
I feel like if they just threw it all at you, it'd be like, what's the point of watching it?
Yeah, it'd be quick and it wouldn't make any sense. I want this to be drawn out. I want to be able to see the emotions with everybody, see how they feel, see how they look, see how they act, with all this happening. And that's what this does. And it does it well. But I don't love the movie though. I've seen movies like this, not necessarily just abuse and all this, but like movies that are like life movies, I'm calling them. I don't know what they're called, but that were better. But this was still really good. I still really enjoyed it. I liked the actors. I think they all did pretty good.
Especially the kids.
Yeah, the kids did really well. It's a lot of emotion going on, because obviously the emotion of the abuse and trying to get out of that, trying to figure out where she can live. She needs a job, obviously, trying to get a job. All the stuff that you can see, obviously, you can relate to. Like this, like not personally necessarily, but you can relate to in the sense that this is real. Like this actually goes on. Yeah,
that's what I liked about this movie, because everything they showed happens in real life. Like the domestic abuse, the whole visitations with the kids seeing the dad or vice versa, and the broken housing system, because there are housing systems and they're not all good. Like I feel like it says, they're all broken. And I really like how she's like, okay, I don't want to keep going from hotel to hotel and not knowing where we can stay and this and that. I'm gonna build a house. I like that part. It's kind of like uplifting of the whole movie after seeing like the trauma they've been through and the abuse and all of that. So I like how they show the whole process of her building the house and everything she's going through while building the house and trying to keep it a secret.
The one thing I would say I didn't like is there's just too much thrown at her. Like, I understand it could be real, and then people can just have a lot of bad luck or a lot of unfortunate events that happen. But I will say though, even with me feeling like that, it wasn't too crazy. So I still really enjoyed it. And again, like I said, it's just an up and down. It's a roller coaster, this movie.
Yeah.
There's a lot of lows, but then you start creeping up a little bit, and then another low comes.
There are lows, and she has lows that are lower than lows. but also after a low, I feel like there's a high to it. So it's not constantly low, low, low. It's
Yeah,
like
there's always
low,
highs.
high.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like a roller coaster. It's literally up and down. I like how she was just determined to get something right, like get her life right with her kids and all that, no matter what happened. I also feel like even like forget the abuse, but like even just single parents or single moms and stuff. I feel like that happens a lot. Like you would just have to try to do whatever you can, like by any means. You're going to figure life out.
Yeah.
For your kids or for, you know, like whatever it is. And I feel like she tried to do, even though a lot of stuff was obviously against her. Mm-hmm. So that's going to be the review. But obviously before we go, we got to give you our ratings. So let's go.
So I would probably give this an 82 just because of how real it is. Like, not only the events that go on that happen in real life, but just like the rawness of it showing things and explaining things and taking you along that journey with them.
For me, I'd probably have to give this film like a 78 to 80. It's tough to say. But yeah, for the same reasons, I just really enjoyed how real it is. I enjoyed the acting. Another thing too is we don't watch Prime very often, like Prime Video. And this is a Prime Video movie. So they did really good with this. And I don't know if this was... No, it did say Amazon Studios, but I don't know exactly what that means. If it's their movie or they got rights to the movie or what, but...
I didn't even realize this was a Prime Video movie.
Yeah, so that's like that's a plus for me, which it shouldn't be a plus because it's about the movie, not about where it's at. But yeah, like I said, overall the movie was good. We both enjoyed it. I recommend it to people. I would recommend it to people if they had nothing to watch, or even if they had stuff to watch. I think this is still a recommendable movie.
Yeah.
Because it's good.
I agree.
But yeah, that's going to be the review. So if you enjoyed it, definitely leave a like. We appreciate that. Subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below your thoughts on this movie if you've seen it. And also, if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out because it's really good. And then come back if you want and you can let us know. Either way though, my name's Matt.
My name's Nicole.
And we'll catch you next time.